and we are live and ready. We back with another banger. You dig? It's your favorite partner them podcast, the Get Your Feddy Entertainment Podcast. Cha-ching. Clap it up for you. Make one time. Yes, sir.
Throw the ones for my stripper friends.
Yeah.
Got some ones for the stripper and them.
Yeah. Y'all already know what's going on. It's your boy Nemo. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm well. You know what I'm saying? I keep my right hand man with me, but as y'all can see, he to my left.
Left hand.
You know what's going on? Tell them both.
Hey, coziest pimp with the left hand. Shout out to all my fans. How y'all doing? You know, coziest pimp, your boy Kadame.
You dig. Hey man, before we jump into it, y'all know what's going on. I hope y'all been paying attention. I hope y'all been seeing what's been going on the Feddy page. We got them hoodies out here for y'all. We got them hats here and ready for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and get them things. Get them things rolling. Y'all get y'all some merch, man. It's some good quality stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to KD
fire, bro. Yeah, y'all welcome. on some real shit, and y'all welcome. Because, you know, the real backstory to this, we've been plotting hats since the very beginning. We just, you know, like I be talking to P about, trying to find someone to do what I want. It's always going to be a problem because I got some ideas that I just know it's going to take us a while to get to, but we're going to get it out there. And when we do, y'all going to love it.
And just like this much procrastination, just that much, just a little sprinkle of procrastination. That's it. That's all. You know, but
that'd be me.
Yeah, man, we got some other stuff coming pretty soon, but y'all just make sure y'all keep checking out these episodes. All these episodes are going to be posted on the Feddy page. Y'all make sure y'all click that link, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube. Y'all know what's going on, man. The whole full spiel.
Spotify.
You feel me? Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, everything. Y'all know what's
video,
going on.
Audio, whichever you want.
Whichever one you want.
We here for you.
You know what I'm saying?
And this money.
This
Feddy, excuse me. Sorry, you know.
So enough about the stuff y'all already know here. Y'all obviously see, again, we back with another banger. We here.
Another one.
With the lovely, the great, you know what I'm saying? Put her hands in your head, you know what I'm saying? She get you.
Mine,
she
to be exactly.
Get your wig fixed. She real Miss Authentic Kaylah.
Aw, thank you. Y'all are so turned up. I love it. Yes, I love the energy.
Hey, y'all be seeing me out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be seeing me. This is why I be looking so goddamn dope. You know what I'm saying?
That's me for sure.
She put them hands up in there.
Well, I be blessed and highly favored every single time.
It's always an experience, right?
You know that man. You know he just got his hair done because before he get it done, you don't see him crack a smile. By the time he get it done, that boy can't stop cheesing. That boy be out here.
Oh, that's what's going on, Lucky. That's what's going on.
No, we not doing that. Cap.
That's what's going on.
Cap.
Oh, but yeah, go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell these folks where they can find you at. What's going on?
Yeah, so I am Kaylah, Authentic Kaylah on YouTube. So you can definitely find me on YouTube.
Can you spell it out for the people?
You ain't gonna drop the link?
Yes, but can you still spell it out?
What we find out is people actually love to see y'all spell it out.
That's weird. But it's AUTHENTIC and Kaylah, KAYLAH. And that's on Instagram, YouTube. And where else can you find me? I try not to be found. And Facebook, Authentic Kaylah as well. I have a website, so I do hair. I just launched my extension line. It's frontals, closures, bundles. You got different textures, four different textures.
Heard the list?
Yeah, and that's on levelsinc.org. So that's levelsinc.org. And yeah, that's what I got going on. And I guess the biggest thing is I'm actually on season 4 of Love After Lockup.
Okay.
Ooh,
yeah,
we got a celeb.
Get into it today.
A celeb.
Yeah.
Get right.
Yeah, I'm trying this technology thing. It's interesting. I promise you it is. it's like you go from posting maybe like one time every 6 months to now you got to post like every other day, or somebody want to know something, and it's just like, okay, and it's like trying to find that balance with your real life. Like, okay.
I had to tell KB the same thing. I'm like, hey, KB, I ain't telling you gotta post your life, but we gotta get some more Khadija on social media.
I be trying to,
because people be wanting to know. It's crazy. Yeah,
I see.
Yeah,
as I be watching my own story, I see. I be trying to live a private life, but no one knows they can't ruin. So I don't like nobody disturbing my peace.
Oh God,
you know what I'm saying?
So how do you have that balance though? Like, how do you find that balance from being like super private to going into the podcast world?
It's crazy because it didn't always be like this. Like a couple of years ago, I used to be on social media heavy, and then I just realized slowly but surely I had too many people. I ain't gonna say stalking, but like just trying to keep up with my everyday moves, to the point where you just had too much access to me, and then I had some real life events. Friends crossing me, battling depression. Going through breakups and heartbreaks, or breakups and headaches. So I just slowly just lost faith in social media, because you start to see things from a different perspective. So I'm seeing like, not that, I talked about this a little bit with episode 6, just like you'll see who is really caring for you when you do go through stuff, and it just be crazy because you be like, these are supposed to be my people. So I just slowly died down off of it. But not to be on a sap note, get off the sap, but I do post now a little bit more, and I try to give y'all a little bit more of my life, but y'all still probably only see 20%, just because I don't think to always just pull out my phone and record stuff. And then for the things that I do, just be, good moments. Some people be thinking I'm flexing. I'm not. You just had to be there.
That's how I am. Like, I don't post everything that I do, but I'm heavy on making like skit videos or like
business
stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is a dancing mofo right here.
Really?
This motherfucker dance, bro. He be on TikTok with it.
Yeah, like I dance videos, skit videos, funny videos. I'm cool on that, but like as far as just like you said, like the stuff that go on with people fighting or somebody getting shot or something like that, and people just quick to pull out their phones,
right?
Just I'm here right now. You guys look at. I'm not that person,
right?
I'm really like you see the video that I made.
Yeah, it's intentional.
Guys,
That's how it became for me. It had I had someone very wise tell me that you have to be intentional about the things that you do. And I think that's kind of like a catch-22, because things do happen fast.
For sure.
So you can't prepare for everything. Yeah, so I definitely understand.
For sure. So before we really dig up into it, like, let me get the background on like how did y'all meet? Because you do my man's hair, but how did that come about?
Actually, I moved here, and I didn't know really too many people. I moved here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Lord.
Steelers, let's go. Let's go.
Talking about the birthplace.
And his god sister, Mecca, she's actually one of my friends that I met up there. And she used to be like, he want his hair done. You can definitely do his hair. He needs his hair done. Like, he needs it done. And I was like, okay, he can just go ahead and book me. And we kind of met through her.
And it's been... What, a year and a couple months strong?
Yeah, it's so crazy how time just flies. Yeah.
Any style that I had in the past year, except 2, was done by her.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for your support.
Shout out Mecca. Y'all make sure y'all watch her episode, the Zodiacs episode. Make sure y'all check that out. She was real good on that episode. Yeah. So that's a cool little background story.
Just a little something. Then I just moved down here and ended up meeting him. Which is so funny because literally that October, so I moved in July. And then October is when I started filming for Love After Lockup. Everything happens. That's why I say everything happens so fast. And you can hear people give you those gems, but at the same time, like when you live in life, you don't have a chance to really make those decisions. You just either go with it or you don't.
Okay.
Try not to miss too many opportunities.
Yeah.
So we'll just start there because like we was talking about, we don't really got to harp too much into it. But the Love After Lockup, like, just give us a little rundown. What's it about?
Can it be little? Can it be little? I don't really know exactly what all people want to know because I feel like I've covered everything on my YouTube channel.
Yeah,
That's why I say you can definitely catch all of those details on my YouTube channel, Authentic Kaylah. But I would say just some stuff that people really don't ask would be like what's like the shift, like the difference in watching it versus being on it.
Yeah, being on your YouTube, you know, like it's like a second video on YouTube. You know, I really was in tune with that one because production side of things, especially just for how reality TV is now, like how it's like the edit of it. I know it's probably some things that you probably be like, oh, they didn't show this, or y'all got all of this.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it comes with the territory, but how do you adjust to it with, you know, the show being out and then you being on it and stuff like that?
I would definitely have to say like the contract part of it. In the contract, it doesn't really. It's very brief, right? So that's why I say oftentimes it's important to read.
For sure.
You know, even if it's a lot of stuff, like you definitely got to take your time to read. But within the contract, it just says like really their rights is more so the edits, right? So it's like you're agreeing upon whatever I decide to make your life. That's what it's going to be to the world. You know what I'm saying?
You talked about that.
Yeah. So when it came down to the edits, I would say we did a whole lot of filming. Because I work full time, I had to do like my weekends. So I was really working 7 days a week, just constantly going. It definitely took a toll because you got to think I'm waiting for someone to come out of prison after such a long time. But yeah, it happened. It happened so fast. Everything did. It was a lot of work and a lot of hours that went into it. But then when you look at it on TV, you hear a lot of people say, oh, you didn't get enough time. We wanted to see you more, as if we weren't recording, you know, like as if we weren't filming. And yeah, we would go literally, even those like little like the little sessions that you see me in the interview and I'm kind of like 8 hours.
Huh?
Jeez.
8 hours.
The little confessions where y'all just one-on-one. So, you know, I really wasn't actually feeling it in this moment, and and then they cut back to it. That's 8 hours.
That it took like when you look at it.
Boy,
I did not know that.
8 hours you sit in a like a hotel room or wherever they have you meet up at. I mean, it's a full setup, kind of like kind of like this, but you know, a lot bigger and more people, you know, and
you see nothing but faces like right here.
well, you know, it's
pretend we're not here.
It's crazy because it's not a pretend you're not here. They actually kick the people out.
Really?
So the only thing you have is like this big light, just one of those, just over you. It's really big, and then you have like a projector reflector thing, like that's like right in front of you, and then you have the producer actually like either sitting on the floor or somewhere around in the room where not in the camera, and then the camera guy.
Do they like? Is it like a shift, or do they tell you like, all right, for this amount of days, we're gonna have cameras around y'all all the time?
Oh yeah, they'll call you and set up recording.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll call you. I guess the only thing is whether it's convenient or not, you're gonna still film.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But the edit parts of it, I just think that from people's perspective, it was not necessarily more on my end. It was more so on my dude end. Yeah, they made him look like he was.
And you know, that's the part of the reality TV show part. Like,
yeah,
there got to be some drama, right? So all the focus is on him, the negativity.
Yeah.
Cat, my man's was a real cool dude.
Oh yeah, you met him.
Real chill, bro. He
don't do too much. He don't even watch this season. It's so funny. He don't even watch it. No reruns. No, you know, he watched maybe 2. But it's 10. He like, oh, I ain't watching that shit.
I feel like it's one of those, I didn't lived it. Like I was there for that moment.
Yeah.
I don't need to re-see it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for my YouTube channel, I literally wouldn't have like went back and rewatched it or.
For sure.
So how do you feel about the reviews and feedback you be getting from, you know, fans and just anyone who watches it?
I think like more so like my family and friends, they're more supportive just because they know who I am. I think the part that I really didn't really like I said, is just how they made him look, you know. And
Yeah.
then it makes it even worse because today we're in a society where you're black, you already been in prison, jail, you know, like, what do you do? What did you do to get there? Did you have guns, drugs, you know? So it's already that stigma that's
Right.
already on y'all, you know? So then for you to put it out there like that, it was just like, I think that's where I was just like, okay, we got to draw the line somewhere.
And then it kind of, that's where the whole like social media thing comes in too, because now in a way, if you're a person, especially if you're a person who cares about like how others like perceive you, now you got to get on social media, make, you know, like, hey, I'm not really like that, man.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of times where you know, you'll see a clip on social media from some reality show, and it's probably showing this person making them look like the worst person ever, and then somebody's up underneath it that'll comment and be like, do y'all actually follow him? He's actually not this type of
Right.
person, or she's not this type of person. Y'all just taking what y'all see off of these clips and trying to make it that person's own persona. Like,
Yeah,
type deal.
and it's like that's what gets the attention.
Yeah.
You know, that's what drives the numbers, that's what drives the money. It's interesting, but it's just like you got to think about that person that's living that life, you know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, if that ain't who they are, then okay. But like you said, that's the reason why I did my YouTube, and I don't have a clue about YouTube. Like the whole ins and outs and the cameras and stuff, man, listen.
Yeah, it'd be a whole type of headache.
Oh, it's a whole nother job.
Yeah.
Man.
Ask KB, I had to hit him up like, hey, bro, it's going to take longer than what I expected, bro. We got all this extra stuff we got to upload to it. We got all this extra stuff we got to do with it. It'd be crazy.
I be on his head too. Did you do the edits?
I can
No.
see you now, because like just like he probably be rolling his eyes at the phone like this nigga.
Nah, would be getting me sometimes, and I be telling him about it so too. I'm like, bro, you forgot to edit this out.
Facts.
There was an episode we had to delete off of Anchor, the audio version. I was like, this version that's on Anchor is the unedited version.
Right.
Got to delete that.
I don't know how it happened. The YouTube, because all I do is I edit it all up, and whatever I edit, that's what I'm uploading, of course, to YouTube and Anchor. And it's like, whenever I posted it on YouTube, I swear I took the same link or the same video, because you can just take the video and upload it as the audio, and it just plays the audio version of it. And he get to telling me, he was like, bro, did you upload the wrong audio? I'm like, no. And he sent me the little video clip. He was like, bro, this is not
You did.
I think
Guilty.
the funniest one was Cozy Hours, I think 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah.
We talking and everything. We recorded outside this day, and he's like, all right, we about to pause real quick. I'm about to go inside and get something. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, all right, just edit this part. He wrote down the time. It's like 5 minutes of silence, me just sitting outside scrolling on my phone. You just hear the birds chirping and stuff. And I went back, I watched and listened to all of our episodes, of course. And I go back and I'm listening to it. I'm like, bro, you ain't edit this out, bro. Y'all listening to 5 minutes of nothing.
With the birds.
Probably about 2 minutes of that 5 minutes, because like the way it is, we were on my balcony, so the way like the tables and stuff was set to my door, I gotta move the table and then move the chair, so you hear all the table moving, the chair moving, bumping up against the microphone and everything. I'm like, bro, I swear I edited that out.
You gave him the raw version.
The super raw version, boy.
I mean, hey, thanks for being a part of the process.
You did.
Oh.
But hey, y'all heard her. Y'all check out her YouTube channel if y'all want to, get any more insight about what it is that she talks about for the show Love After Lockup, right?
Yeah.
She definitely explains some things, and she gives y'all a little insight of what's going on. Pretty cool. A couple episodes that's on there, so y'all make sure y'all check that out.
Definitely.
Yeah, and be patient with me. I'm new to this.
For
this
sure.
thing.
Year 1.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But, speaking of the YouTube, how is the overall process, though? You feel like you're getting good feedback? Numbers, we know the numbers are going crazy.
Numbers going stupid.
Crazy.
See that?
So, what was your initial plan for the YouTube?
My initial plan for the YouTube was definitely to just tell my side of the story. Like, it goes back to just the questions about, the edits or whatever, just how we were portrayed on there. Not saying that everything wasn't, real, but at the same time, behind the scenes, you do get a little guidance, of course. And, so it was just a matter of telling my story and really starting from the beginning. You know, because a lot of people, I don't really know how you can know someone if you don't know where they've been or what they've been through, or at least a little bit. You know what I'm saying? At least a little bit.
For sure.
I saw a meme like that. It was like, I've been alive for this long. You've known me for this amount of that time. So you can't truly judge me if you don't know what I did before that. Don't make sense.
And I think what made it super interesting is that a lot of people definitely have opinions, and it's just they'll drop it in the comment section below, and I leave it. And the reason why I leave it is because your opinions don't always be your opinion, but you don't really know me. So I had to start at the beginning and just letting people know, like, you know, who I am, where I come from, and just a little bit of what I've been through. But I think the biggest thing for me that I've been through is just losing my parents, you know. And I think that from there it's just like, okay, so now is it a different feel? Do you have a different perspective of me now? Have you ever been through that? Because it ain't something somebody want to go through, but it's not an overnight process.
And people definitely on social media just have like these opinions. They swear it's just facts. Like, you've never met me, you've never had a conversation with me, but everything that you just type in on this doggone Instagram post or Twitter is just supposed to be true.
Yeah, it's law.
Y'all be bold on there. One thing I definitely don't like is people who speak with confidence about stuff they don't know what they talking about.
Nothing about
that shit'll piss me off, bro. Like,
nothing.
It's worse than a blogger like posting the wrong shit. It's just like, wait a minute, you're supposed to get paid to do this. Like,
bro, you're tripping.
Yeah, you're just making some stuff up. But yeah, the YouTube is pretty much just starting there and then going into the show. Now I want to go ahead and take it to the point of adding like the hair stuff on it. So like braiding hair, installing bundles, closures, frontals, treating your hair, especially for the guys. Oh my God, my guy clients are interesting.
Factual, yeah. So that's definitely a good little segue.
I can hear you in the headphones.
Kadeem's doing better, though. I'm proud of him.
I'm trying to get right.
That's definitely a good little segue.
I want long hair, for real.
That boy said he want that big.
Like, it's funny because my first year of growing my hair was in 2020. My last haircut was February 10th, 2020.
This is my last one.
Really?
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get into it.
I wanted to, by the end of the year, by like December-ish, I thought I was going to have long hair, so be long enough to have two strand twists. And boy, was I wrong. Boy. But I blame myself for that because during that time frame, it was COVID. I was real comfortable, bro. I wasn't really doing what I needed to do. And I had a shorty at the time, and she was helping me do a little bit, but by the end of the year, I didn't have a shorty, and I just lost focus.
Lost all of that. It's over with.
Let me find it. See the power of us women?
Yeah,
we keep things in line, okay?
Because they're going to keep you in line. Did you do this today? Okay, wait. Facts. Let me just give me 5 minutes.
I remember the first time I got my hair braided, I came home immediately, tried to put my do-rag on. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You can't do that." I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Boy, I want to lay down." "No, you have to just sit up." And
it'd be terrible, bro. It's terrible.
It's definitely a process. It's kind of like me right now. Like before I moved, I cut all my hair off. And a year and some change later, my hair, this is my natural hair. It grew back like that. Like I'm serious about natural hair care, even though I love the weave side of things too. Like, you can come to me all day and your hair might be straight in your eyes, but in my eyes, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
How'd you get started with it? Like, what brought you into wanting to do hair? Have you always just been that type of person?
Yeah, it actually is so crazy. I started doing hair when I was probably like 8.
For sure.
And the reason why I did it is because my sister, and I didn't know back then, but she is a stud, right? And so she never wanted the church dues, what we call it, you know, with the bangs and stuff like that, with the dresses, with the flowers, and, you know, like that whole set, like Easter is every Sunday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so she would cry. My mom would press her hair out, make it look real cute. My sister would come downstairs. She'd be bawling in tears, like, I can't believe she put this on me, and these rollers is too tight, and this is ugly. And then she'd be like, "Kaylah, I buy you candy if you braid my hair." And so the candy did it for me. It did it for me. And ever since then, it was just like it went from her to like my cousins, to my nieces, to my neighbors, and it just took
she
off.
Did that.
I got some Skittles for you. You can give me some braids, little sis.
But that's back when candy was like a penny. Now today, candy is like 3 cents per
grocery shopping for candy, boy. Boy.
It's ridiculous.
Boy, I bought a big bag of candy for Halloween, $20. I had
Easy.
three people who came to the house.
people, bro.
Boy, my neighborhood lame as hell,
Do y'all
bro. I
not
was
trick or
mad
treat
as
no
fuck,
more, bro? We was really sitting outside, like
My
waiting on
neighborhood
kids.
was
Wait, did y'all
lame.
dress up?
Hell no. But we was outside with it. Like, I literally, my first customer, it was damn near pitch black. And I saw him cross one street, and he came over slow because I had the bowl sitting in the driveway. But again, I'm outside just in case. I had all the lights on. 3 people.
That was it.
And I
What
noticed
kind of candy y'all had?
It was the mixture.
it was mainly chocolate, though.
Was it the little bars or the big ones?
Little bars.
I ain't coming to your house. I want the big ones.
But wait, ain't nobody come,
You're
so
offended.
it
I like
was
it.
it was just a waste anyways. Like, if I would have bought the big bars, I would have bought the big bars for nothing.
You could have gave them to your adult friends.
For sure.
But nah, I love y'all energy.
Look,
I love it.
maybe next year. I don't know.
Nah, you ain't gonna do it next year because 3 people is unacceptable to you.
My neighborhood lame.
And then when we got to putting it up though, and then we went inside and we looked out the window, it was a whole lot more kids, probably like 5 kids walking around the neighborhood. It was like, where y'all was like 30 minutes ago.
Right.
And I left it outside at the front door.
Nobody came in.
Wasted $20 on a bag of candy.
It's all good.
It's for the people.
It's for him now.
Yeah,
But
facts.
say whoever come visit.
Look, to be honest, as soon as you walk in, it's right there.
Which say help yourself.
Go ahead, get your little handful, my boy.
Do you plan on keeping your YouTube? I mean, obviously, you just say you're trying to expand a little bit more, but are you going to put what's on your YouTube on your website?
Am I gonna put what's on my YouTube?
At least the hair side.
On the website. I think maybe flip it, put what's on my hair page on my website, on my YouTube, because they got that little where you could sell, like, most people sell like shirts and stuff.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
just do hair. Yeah, but I think ultimately, yeah, we're definitely gonna go ahead and keep the YouTube. I just got to get better with it. That's all. Yeah, for sure. I think just in transitioning too, I think is you definitely have the hair, and then you have the show, but then you also have like my family. You know, then you have date nights that we go on, and they're pretty cool.
Because I be watching the snaps. Y'all be.
See, Snap get all the exclusives. Like, even it's funny with Snapchat because I put when I was actually filming, I put a sneak peek of me filming, and no one still had a clue until it actually came out.
People was like, oh, okay, shit, I see you, my
Or people
boy.
go back and be like, oh, I did remember when she was recording that. Oh,
Yeah, because I posted that big light that be above me in my interviews. I posted that big light, and I don't think nobody had a clue until it came out. I was like, but if you follow me on Snapchat.
You know what? I feel like Snapchat is everybody's like raw side because it's so quick. Like, it took me a minute to get on Snapchat. I was like, bro, I got a Facebook, I got Twitter, and I have an Instagram. I don't need to talk to nobody through a snap. But then it got so normal to just pull your phone out real quick, open up Snapchat, record yourself, do something, you know what I'm saying, or record where you at. But I feel like that's where you get everybody raw side at first.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think just ultimately with just the YouTube part, we gon' keep it. We gonna get y'all on. Y'all trying to come on my YouTube?
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
know, I'm getting my hair done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna film you getting your hair done too. But y'all definitely are invited to my YouTube. I'm gonna upgrade a little bit before I get y'all.
Go ahead and get the GYFE out there, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
Right. Fuck it up.
Yeah.
Get them black.
Cutting up.
So what's like your, as far as hair, like jumping into that whole segue of everything, like what motivates you to keep going? How do you stay consistent with either just giving content about hair or keeping your clients, coming back or whatnot? And what's that motivation like?
Honestly, it's all my clients. It's all the people. It's nothing that I've done. I've just been blessed with the skill, I guess.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not everybody got
Say it again. Blessed with the skill.
Yeah. Because I don't do anything, Kadeem. What do I do? I'm a homebody. People don't know that. I'm a homebody. I'm real chill. Like, if I go outside, it's intentional. Like, I know I'm about to do something. I don't just go outside looking for something to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah. And being in Atlanta from Pittsburgh, what? That's the difference.
It is a big
That's the
difference.
difference.
Like, I remember when I first moved. Well, I was a kid when I first moved down here. So,
Yeah.
just me moving back to Atlanta as an adult was just way different because I'm like, there's so much I can do now. Like, I ain't never been over here. I ain't never did this. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what Mecca was saying too.
Yeah, because like when you grow up here, you just see it from just that kid aspect because there's so much you can't do, but at the same time, there's so much you can do. So it's like,
yeah, you were innocent then. Now you're not innocent.
You would think it'd be different for me because I didn't grow up out here. And, you know, whenever you're a kid, when you're not from a place like Atlanta, you come here to visit, you have fun, and whatnot. I've really only been out here a handful of times as a kid. It was like when I moved out here, though, like, everybody was like, bro, come with me out here, bro, come with me out here. And then when it's time to go with them out there, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm just staying inside. Or I go to a more chill spot other than, like, the club that they want to go to. I'm like, bro, we can go, but let's hit the lounge or let's hit a bar.
Yeah,
let's not go to the club.
Absolutely. It's like a certain part of your, like, piece of your life that you hit where it's just like peace, quiet, like, you know what I'm saying, or chill. Those are like your top options over like the hoorah all the time. Yeah.
I'm with the shits.
You need prayer.
I'm with the shits for occasions.
I'm with the shits.
Like, now, if I'm bored and I'm just like, hey, I want to do something, the first person I'm going to hit up is KB, though. Because KB then be like, hey, we can go here, we can go here.
Yeah.
Because I'm with the shits.
Hey, listen.
All the time.
I have never been to Edgewood till I got out here because of this man.
He told me
and
about
I am
Edgewood.
ready. Anytime he says something about Edgewood, I'm ready to go.
Oh, my God.
I tell this story every time we talk about Edgewood. My first night on Edgewood with this man, it took us 15 minutes to park. When we finally parked and walked across the street, I was looking at my phone. The first thing I seen when I look up was two niggas riding horses.
Oh.
And then two more niggas walked out the gas station with parrots on their shoulders. I was like, this a petting zoo? What is going on out here?
Rest well with God, trouble. Rest well.
For sure.
Edgewood I've always had fun at Edgewood. First time I went to Edgewood was with P. So we went to R Bar, which if you never heard of R Bar, it's like they got like a stage. They do karaoke and stuff. They be having comedy shows and everything. But it's a good time. I just love being around my black people.
Oh God.
It's just something
But
about
see,
y'all. Y'all have
Atlanta
great
is
energy.
black, though.
It is.
It is the blackest I've ever experienced in
And
my
I
life.
love it, bro. I
It
just
is.
love it. It's everything I need. So that's why I like going to Edgewood.
And Edgewood is probably one of the only places, like, for real, that's still staying open. Like, places be open till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
When you in the city, for real, stuff shut down anywhere between 12 and 2. You know what I'm saying?
No, is it 4?
For the
4?
where?
Ooh, it depends on, bro. I didn't told you.
That's
I got
what
an
I'm saying.
after hours
It's-
spot that
listen,
closes at
See,
7
we
in the
ain't
morning,
talking
bro.
after
Stop
hours,
playing
though,
with
because
me.
those be secrets.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Though.
okay,
Like,
okay.
You got your
Alright.
certain
Yeah.
spots that's gonna stay open, and you got the Edgewood on a Saturday, Friday night. Everywhere that's down there is open until like 3, 4 o'clock. You get tired of hell with bro. Shit, what you call it down the street? Don't close till 3. Shit, it's 2:30. Let's slide.
Let's
You know what
go.
I'm saying? Oh, this spot don't close till 4. Let's finish here and let's go over there. Like it's a
And don't gotta
continuous-
drive. Yeah.
Just
That's
walk
what
up
I've
and down
learned
the
about it.
street.
I'm ready to go back anytime.
Okay, then. Well,
we
y'all
was
make
in-
sure y'all send an invite. I want to see what this be like.
For sure.
Well,
Yeah.
we was just there like 2 weeks ago. You know,
See,
Out there
I'm more
for
of the
karaoke.
strip club. Y'all don't like the strip club?
I love them strippers. Yeah,
I do
love
like the strip club, but me personally, strip clubs is more of an occasion thing.
Okay.
For me,
It makes
I ain't,
sense.
I ain't really just one like, hey, I'm trying to go somewhere. You trying to go to the strip club? Nah,
He said,
we can go here though. But if it's like, hey, this my partner's birthday, or we celebrating this, we celebrating that. You trying to go to the strip club? Yes, sir. Let's go right now.
Just say, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
See, that's my choice, though. I prefer to go to a strip club for sure.
Now, if I ain't
Yeah.
been in a while, and somebody like I haven't been to a strip club honestly since my 21st birthday. I'll be 28 Sunday. Shout out. My
Birthday vibes.
But yeah, I haven't been since I was 21. My pops actually took me to the strip club the first time.
then.
Yeah, so and I had an experience there, boy. But
man.
But
so
see,
like
the thing
now
with
somebody
the strip
asks
clubs, though, is just like, you know, you can go for different reasons. Like, I go sometimes to play pool. You know,
Facts.
other times I'll go, you know, just for the vibe of, you know, getting a dance or having a dance, or you catching a vibe of drinking. Might be me and some folks there. They already got it turned up.
Yeah.
You know, it's different reasons why.
what I found
And the
out
food,
recently,
too.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was about to say. What I
food.
found out recently, people just go to the strip club for wings. And
But
I'm like,
see,
And it
I'll
be-
order at home. Like if I want some chicken, and I'll pick up the phone and just call the strip club, like, "Hey, can I get a 20 piece of that garlic honey?" And go pick it up. And literally, it's like that.
that's crazy.
That's a beautiful thing.
It's good too, though, y'all.
Exactly,
It's good.
y'all be surprised.
I was so mad
What happened?
when I first got out here. I have the luxury of my dad being my barber when I'm around him. So when I moved up here, I was trying to find a barber. So when I go to this one barbershop, the dude, he got like 3 heads ahead of me. He was like, "Hey, buddy, he coming back probably in about 10 minutes. He ain't got nobody. You'll be the first one whenever you pull up." He was like, "Just sit right there." Buddy is on his last appointment. The other dude that told me that the barber I'm waiting for is coming back. Buddy like 30 minutes late. He come in with this big ass plate of wings. And he was like, "Bro, I was at the strip club, bro, eating wings, and I done messed around and got me a dance while I was in there." I'm like, "Bro, you got
2 for 1.
clients?"
He got it 2 for 1
I'm like, "Bro, you got clients here waiting on you. You at the strip club getting dancing."
with some chicken.
Buddy trying to call you. He bro, ain't answering the phone. They like, I don't know what's going on.
He was
bro.
distracted.
He came back here high as hell, drunk. I'm like, bro, I don't even know if I want you to touch my head. He done picked up clippers and they falling out of his hand. I said, "But I need a haircut. I need one."
Tragic. How did it turn out?
It was okay.
Okay.
That black stuff that they put in people's head, like,
The beignet.
yeah, he uses that on every client, you can tell. But that particular day, mind you, I got good hair. I'm not going bald or nothing. This man put half my head was full of that stuff, and I didn't even notice. I get in the car after he showed me, the mirror. I'm like, "Oh, it look pretty straight." You know what I'm saying? I get in the car, double check, put the little mirror down, and I go to rub my head. It's crunchy than a motherfucker. I'm like, "Bro, this man emptied the clip in my head with that shit, bro. Like, what you doing?" Terrible.
Oh no. But you found you a barber since then.
Yeah, I got
right?
another barber, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy. I told him I was going to tell him, shout out to Sugarloaf, No Grease. Them boys be getting me right. My boy Kev.
There you go.
Y'all will see me on the page a couple times, you know what I mean?
There you go.
You definitely did post this cut.
Yeah.
did.
I was gonna say your cut right now is fly
Yeah,
for sure.
you know what I'm saying? My boy get me right. Yeah, it ain't birthday cut. You know what I mean? And this the last cut. Like I said, I'm growing my hair after this.
Again.
Again.
What's your goal?
In the long run, I really want to lock it, but now I'm really just so on like the braids. But I've always been a fan of like plaits.
Okay.
When I was younger, I used to get cornrows a lot, but that's only because back then when nobody really rocking plaits as a guy so much unless you was like a young celebrity or whatnot. So I kept the cornrows with design.
Okay.
But now I want the fade and just to have the top grow and just keep it plaited up and stuff like that. That's about it.
Yeah, nice, absolutely.
Yeah, one of them guys. Trying to catch up to them, man. I told him I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna pass him.
You're not.
I'm definitely gonna pass him.
Y'all hear this, right?
You saw how fast my hair grew.
Y'all hear this,
when
right?
it first grew, bro.
Y'all hear this, right?
You was surprised at it. You was like, "Damn, bro."
You're not going to. And we had this conversation then, too. You're not going to catch me.
Just watch.
I'm almost 3 years in,
That's
my
fine.
boy. All right.
My 6 month is gonna look like a year.
So, what are your goals as far as just your hair business? What are you working towards right now?
I would just say more so right now I'm just in the process of just seeing what the people want. Everything happens so fast. I literally have no type of like organization for everything. I mean,
It do hit you fast when you start your business for real.
Yeah, and then there's so many things like with the website and on the back end that you got to make sure you got in place, and you're not thinking that other people thinking this. And so, yeah, just right now I'm in the process of just correcting and learning. And once the people really, show me or tell me what it is that they want, then the YouTube is definitely going to be for the people. The hair-wise, I think that's more so for me because I've been working on it for like 7 years before I actually put it out. And so it's like the show, and then instantly I put out Levels Inc., I should say. So yeah, we just want to grow it. We want to grow it for sure. And Atlanta is interesting. They have a different hair audience here. And it's getting used to that because up north, I feel like, and this isn't everybody up north, but up north, it's more of a, it's business driven when it comes down to attire, I have found. So it's more so in that cutthroat of like, you know, inches wise, you want to do maybe at best a 20. And then down here in Atlanta, they go to the ground 30.
Oh, yeah. These folks don't play.
Yeah.
When it comes to that hell,
yeah, it's insane, and it's just like, okay, like I want to be able to cater to both because I'm from both places, and I know people from, you know, both, but yeah, it's totally an adjustment. Inventory too. One of my main things is keeping inventory on hand. So that's like dropping money, you know, in advance, and it's very interesting because hair is not cheap, and. And like they say in that post, like it'll be the strangers that'll support you before your family, and I'm finding that as well.
We talk about that so much. KB the one that harp on it. We had that conversation.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. But as far as the growth, just the YouTube, we want to go ahead and grow that. The hair company, we want to go ahead and grow that. For my hair company, I actually have the Levels and Baddies, so they're able to get like different exclusives and discounts once you place an order with us. And then once the order is placed and you get your order, you do a selfie, you send us the selfie, and then from there, it's pretty official. It's a list, so it ain't like we're going to forget who is who or anything like that. And then the exclusives can be anywhere from like if you have a business question, we can find a time to kind of like FaceTime if you have an iPhone and like really go into some of the questions that you have. So I found that a lot of people don't feel like they have access to people that may have been on TV and stuff like that, but I want people to know that they have that access. So education wise, all of that stuff is important. So
but even with that, there's boundaries.
Yeah.
That y'all have to remember. Boundaries. Don't be coming in these things saying some wild stuff now.
Oh, yeah, but you're going to have to put in the work to get to me. You ain't just getting to me.
Ain't that easy, but you got me.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was about to get into real quick. Like, we got the, you know, the good background on the hair. What's your do's and don'ts for your clients? Like, I know it from the client's point of view, I've seen where they get upset with the hairstylist with the appointment setting or whatnot. But as far as the owner, what are your do's and don'ts for clients?
For clients, I'd say like a major, like when you're ordering. So I have services, right? And then I have, you know, products, right? So if we're talking more so on the product side of things, like when you're ordering, just make sure that you read. It is extremely important because if something does not go right and it's on the policy page, like we ain't even having no conversation.
Reading is fundamental.
It is. So that'll definitely be a don't. Like,
read a book, nigga. Read a book. You remember that?
Yeah. But just like we be telling people, brother, like send us orders, and when you go to our Instagram page, right underneath the bio, it has a contact button. When you click it, the email comes up. We tell people to send us an email of their orders. They still DM us.
See? And then wonder why.
It'd be crazy, bro. Like
we check all of our messages, so like don't feel like you're gonna get left out or skipped over, but it would be nice if you would just follow the simplest instructions.
For sure.
Yeah, because it makes the process easier, right?
Smooth transition. Yeah,
and that's super important. So that would definitely be a don't for me when it comes to the products. Also a don't for me when it comes to the products. Don't ask me what you should order. You know what I mean? Like, why are you asking me what you should order?
Well, what if they give you like a quick little description? Because you know some people, not in a bad way, but they'll put it out there like, "Hey, I'm going through this. I'm trying to do this. Would you recommend?" Is that more acceptable opposed to just be like, "Hey, I like your products. What should I buy?"
My name is Dewan. What do I need?
I think it's more so. It's definitely acceptable, but it's like you gotta know how to speak to people. That you know what I mean. You know, when you handling business, it's different from when you talking to your friend.
For sure.
You know, and even though you may think you're my friend because you've seen me on TV or whatever the case may be, it's still business.
And it's crazy because I like he's not my friend, but he's a friend of somebody that I do know. And dude is a beat producer. Dude is a rapper. But he said on one of his stories one day, he was like, "Bruh, if you're hitting me up about a beat or a studio session, do not message me talk about yo, what's up, da da da." He was like, "Bruh, I'm a professional too.
Yeah.
Email me the correct way.
Yeah.
Say what you need as a service, and stop trying to talk to me like we homeboys.
Yeah.
That's over with. That's weird. That's weird."
Yeah, that's where them boundaries come in. You gotta have them.
Now I know you probably have, but do you have a story of like the worst like client experience?
Oh wow!
You ain't gotta drop no names or nothing, but I know you probably got like at least a funny story of something of a worst time like with a client.
God, I've been doing it so long. I'll just use like a male for example, because the males seem to give me the hardest time.
Don't look at me. I just felt you. Don't do that.
You were looking at me. That's why I look back at you. But like I said, you've been doing better. But he wanted to get his hair done. He wasn't really hygiene, and just keeping yourself up like from that perspective. And I guess someone had recommended, he come to me to get his hair done, and
she can't even finish the story.
it's just those extra steps, right?
For sure.
Yeah, so you should know you need to wash your hair.
For sure.
Even if you don't really know how to wash it, you should know how to wash it. And then it's like combing it out and stuff like that, dead hair all over the place. And then not being sure or knowing what it is that you want. Mm-hmm. So he ended up getting upset with me because I didn't have any ideas for him. And it's not a matter of, of course, I should be creative and I should have, something for you. But you just shocked the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't give me a chance to prepare for this.
Nothing,
yeah.
Bro.
So that was probably like the worst. And he got upset. He did pay me. It was no tip, but he ended up liking his hair because he posted it, But at the end of the day, it was just like, it was a day where I wish I could have got back. You know what I mean? Like, it was like that. Mm-hmm.
Are you more so just like braids? Do you go into like dreadlocks or do you go into anything like that?
Yeah, the braids are definitely the foundation. So I started off doing braids and I was like 8 years old. And then I found that just having that sturdy foundation of braiding, it actually takes you into the realm of other styles.
For sure.
Yeah, and it makes it that much easier. But the foundation is important underneath them sew-ins and lace fronts. And, yeah, you got to keep that hair together.
Got to. Oh, God.
Who was your best customer?
Kadeem.
Hey, you heard it here first. Me.
Kadeem is very precise on time. It's funny.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, for sure.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to KB about anything, his timing is everything.
Yeah.
Impeccable.
Yeah. I can respect it, but sir, please don't expect too much from me.
It's cool. Like, I think the only time I ever, and I'm going to tell you this, I ain't never told you this, the only time I ever got mad is when I drove all the way to you and I didn't know. But, because it was just like, I just drove all the way over here from nothing.
Right.
Pretty much. But, I mean, other than that,
I think I was probably like on 77 North at that time.
Yeah. And it's like, once you told me what's going on, it's like, all right, I completely understand. Hey.
Yeah, and I thought it was so much going on, but thank you for forgiving me and giving me another chance. I appreciate it.
But that would be my only thing with anybody, though. Just don't waste my time, man. Or my gas. My gas is real important. Because I think, nothing against you,
but see,
that was at the time when gas prices was high.
Charge you that much, though.
And I love you for it. I love you for it.
I'd be like, if I'm like 10 minutes late and he waiting on me, I'll be like, just take off 10, you know what I'm saying? Because I was late.
But I'm going to tip you regardless, though. Because that's just the type of person I am.
Yeah.
I'm always tipped for my services because, like I said, I be out here.
That nigga got on me so bad. And it was just like, we went out. We go out to a particular spot very often. And this day, you know what I'm saying, I really didn't come there that time to just really be on some, oh, I got money, I'm finna go. I just wanted a couple of little drinks real quick, like blase. I really didn't have no money to tip.
Okay. Look
He
at
looked at
that.
me. He looked at me. He was like, "How much you tipping me?" I was like, "Bro, tip. I don't." He was like, "Boy, what the fuck, bro?"
There you go.
Because I'm a bartender.
Oh, y'all about to
bro.
say his profession.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a bartender too, and even with that, I just with my god sister, she used to be a bartender and she was in catering business, so it's like anyone who works in that industry, I know we make majority of our money from tips,
Yeah.
so it's like a little borderline disrespectful. I did all this for you, only for you to just what? Don't do me like that.
But so many people are entitled nowadays. They don't even think to tip. They think it's like, okay, you signed up for this job, you do it. You know what I mean? They don't think about, that's what I just like, oof.
I normally try not to harp on the actual amount, but to give something.
Yeah, I ain't
something.
I didn't have nothing extra with me. The rest of the money that I put there, like what I paid for, the rest of the money was gas. Like I couldn't.
I respect that. Priorities. I tipped her for you. It's cool.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
He was tight though. Like when he did it, he was tight.
He was mad as shit. He was like, "Boy, what the fuck you mean no tips?" I'm like, "My bad, bro. I'm sorry. I just ain't got it right
Which
now."
is just one of those times. This time.
Sorry, buddy.
Did you show mercy, Kadeem?
That's my dog. We gonna be here to the long run.
There you go. Until the wheels fall off.
We smoked the blunt afterwards. Calm down.
I'm always cozy.
Well, it's legal in some places.
Majority of Atlanta. I don't go nowhere I can't.
But
For
y'all
sure.
know what was definitely something that, and I have to tell this, and hopefully I tell it right. But one of the things that I think people don't understand is the difference between popularity and fame. Okay.
For sure.
See, so when you
Explain,
talking, so I didn't know this prior to recording the show, but after being in it, it's like a lot of people were like, "Oh, I seen you on TV, you're famous." And then it's like, I went to McDonald's one time after I got my lashes done. I pull up to the first window to give her my money. She froze. And I'm like, "Oh my God." And then she's like, "You're famous. You're famous. I know who you are." And I promise you, this little girl looked like she was like all of maybe 17.
For sure.
And it's like, okay. And then I exchanged the money and stuff like that. But, it goes to show like it's popularity because a lot of people know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fame part comes in when the checks start rolling.
That's what I'm about to say.
You
I
see
don't
what I'm
feel
saying?
famous.
It's exactly. It's definitely a difference. So, you're famous. You're famous. No, I'm popular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, when I become famous, we're going to go ahead and roll that out.
For
I'll
sure.
say that. But I try to live within my means. Okay. I don't try to go outside of it. And I try to understand certain things as well.
Famous is when I roll up in that all black tent and I'm ordering from the back seat.
You did.
That's when you know I'm
did.
famous.
Yeah. With that chauffeur.
I got the popularity thing one time. It happened like 4 times in one day. I was at work, and this was when I was in the heat of making like dance videos. This first little kid comes into my store, and he just kept. He left. He came back in with his mom because his mom was coming in there to buy something. He just kept looking at me. And then, like, it took his mom to, like, go over there and, like, why do you keep staring at this man? He was like, if I'm not mistaken, mind you, this little kid is, like, 8 years old. He said, if I'm not mistaken, that's Nemo. And she was like, what you mean that's Nemo? And he was like, that's Nemo. We be dancing. So right after that, it was probably like 2 more kids that came in there, and then it was this grown man walked in there. I guess he seen my dance videos before, and he was like, "Oh, bud, you need to teach me some of them YouTube moves." And I was like, "Bro, he was like, I got my whole hood watching your stuff, bro. Every time I'm sitting on the porch smoking a little bit, I'd be like, hey, him and his partner, they fire. Y'all need to watch this."
Look at that promotion.
I'm like, yeah, hey, do your thing. You want some shoes? You know what I'm saying?
Not for free, but
You want to come here and buy some shoes? You just wanted to look at me. This is kind of weird, my boy. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, that's kind of like how it starts off. Like they start to like look at you weird,
Yeah.
or they'll say like, "Do I know you from somewhere? You
like,
look
nope.
familiar." Yeah, I was like, I don't think so.
I don't even tell them where you might have seen
Me neither. I was like, I don't think so.
like I can't give you no hints. I've never had this happen to me, but I don't even want it to. Cause you like we just talked about this earlier. I don't care for the fame to be behind the camera.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta
But see,
do
that's
it for
the
my
thing,
business.
Kadeem. It's like that's how I was. It was just like I was like, nah, you ain't gonna know all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't about to post all this. I ain't, you know. And then you see other people that are going through it, or you know, they talk about the fame, they talk about the popularity, but then it's just like when it hit you, oh, it's a different ball game because you don't know what's coming.
I feel like the person in our generation that really successfully pulled it off, R.I.P. is Takeoff.
Oh yeah.
Takeoff was the most popular, famous person that you barely saw.
Yeah, chill.
Like he was the coolest person. Like you would really think you feel like you know him, but not know him.
And you want to know more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was that like that's exactly how it was. Like he
Should have went to school with him.
I didn't have that luxury. You know.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people around here say they went to school with all three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle school and high school.
Northside.
You know what I'm saying? Sweetwater and Berkmar.
He spoke into existence. Like one of his songs was "I'd rather be rich than famous." Like,
It's true.
Yeah.
It really is true. And then like having that personal, like we had somebody stalk us in Walmart. Yeah, it's weird because you know Walmart is big.
yeah.
And you know when you go in the you regular, you know what I'm saying? You go in the store, you know what you get, you know the reason why you're there. Next thing you know, it's like he like, hey Kay. I said what? He said, you don't see them over there? I'm just like, I don't try to even look, right? I don't even want to look. I don't see them. Then maybe like 3 minutes later, he'd be like, nah, okay, for real.
Like, hey,
Yeah, like this is getting weird. And then I'll look.
Cause he low key.
Yeah, he is, but he's very aware. And then,
Gotcha.
yeah, and then I look like, you know,
Turning behind the owl.
yeah. Like ducking and hiding and stuff. I said, oh, we got to get out of here.
people are definitely weird like that though.
is.
I got a younger brother. He has Down syndrome. So Ricky Smiley has a guy. I can't remember his name right now. It's escaping me. I just had it before I started telling the story. But Buddy has Down syndrome. They have him on the show whenever they do like stage shows or whatnot. He's on there, and you know Down syndrome kids look alike. So they look just alike. So my first experience, I went home to Macon for my pop's birthday, and I had him, and I was like walking with him, but we were talking. I had my arm around him and everything. It was a guy that was sitting down, and he just like snatched my brother's arm and said, "Hey, you that guy from Ricky?" I was like, "Bro, no, he's not. Like, don't be snatching my little brother to try to get a question or whatever that you want. You could have easily just walked up to him and said, 'Hey, you know what I'm saying?' Like,
Yeah.
he really grabbed my brother's arm out of nowhere. It was like, 'Oh, you that dude, bro? I want him to, what you doing? I want him to talk to my family. This is not who you think it is.
Right.
Leave my brother alone, or it's gonna get dangerous out here,
Yeah.
bro. Like, what
That's
is
the
wrong
part
with
I
you?"
was thinking.
Then my dad tells me probably like 2 weeks later, he was in Walmart, and this lady and her daughter did the same thing, thought that was him, and they were mad that he was. My dad was telling them like, "No, this is not him," thinking that he didn't want them to take a picture. He was like, "Bro, this is not who you. This is my son. His name is
Right.
Justin. This is him. This is not the guy who you think it is." Still proceeded to show them a picture of that is not him, and they was like, "Oh, you're lying. You're lying." I'm like, "No, bro. Why are people so weird,
Yeah,
bro?"
they are.
Because at this point, you harassing me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, 'cause it goes
I'm
to
about to
another
get
level.
real disrespectful.
About to get real
Yeah.
serious, bro. The only reason why I didn't go off on bro is because it was my pop's birthday. But he literally, like, we were walking past him. He's sitting in a seat like this, and he just grabbed my brother's arm. Now, my brother Justin, a lot of Down syndrome kids, they don't know their own strength. And when they get
Wait,
mad,
hold up. Yeah, I was about to
it's
say.
over with. So whenever he did it, I immediately seen Justin's face like change. But I was the more so upset because I got my arm around him and I just feel you jerking, and I'm looking you grabbing him. And for one, Justin, for my brother, like his speech isn't all the way there, so you can't just really just have a conversation like we would just sit here and normally have. You know what I mean? You have to talk to him a certain way, not on some like really making it easy to talk, like
Yeah.
nothing like that. But you're not just gonna be like, "Hey man, what's up? What's going on? Let me take a picture with you," and he just automatically understand what you mean.
Right.
You gotta, "Hey Justin, what's going on? Hey, you want to take a picture with me? Cool, whatever." He just snatched him up and was like, "Hey, this is my family. Like, we want to take a picture." It's not who you think it is. let my brother go for I jaw you, and
Right.
then he jaw you, because my brother he don't know his strength.
Yeah.
That boy,
And then he
big.
see you fighting,
Right.
and then that's
He big. If I knock you on the ground and he lay on you, you might be there for the rest of the week. Like, you ain't gonna get up.
Stop.
Justin flop on you, it's a wrap.
Dang, that's crazy.
But
That's
yeah.
like one. I guess I tell y'all this one, and this one's probably gonna like really get y'all. I moved down here, so I had to start over with my doctor's appointments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to find all new doctors, dentists, all of that. I go to my OBGYN appointment. Y'all get a picture, but y'all ain't really, y'all don't really know. But I get into the waiting room. It's both of us, so we both went. Get into the waiting room. It's like they got a clipboard waiting for me already. Now hold up, right? So what doctor's office you ever went to and they got a clipboard waiting for you?
Facts.
Normally you walking up there, you got to get it, you got to say everything, insurance, all.
For sure.
No. So that was like, all right, this ain't right, something wrong. So then I sit down. I probably answer like 3 questions. They like, Kayla, you come back now. Hold up, this is going too fast.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So then I go to the back. I got my mask on because I'm in the doctor's office. I go to the back, and they got like another seating area before they call you back there for whatever. So I'm sitting in there. The lady comes back. I think she's like one of those tech ladies that set up everything in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I keep on hitting y'all mic. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? I might get beat up every time. That's all I do.
And so so I'm sitting there. The tech lady, she comes out. She got her mask on as well, and she go like her eyes just go. Whoo. I'm like, fuck. In my head, like fuck. And so I turn away, so I don't, and then she called somebody else that was sitting there. So I'm like, cool.
Facts.
When she get ready to come back to get me, she excited. I'm like, oh my God, she knows. You know what I mean? Like, she knows. But I have this mask on, so this is like me trying to hide.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then we're on our way back there, and it's like 2 other people in front of us, and then it's her beside me. She take her mask down. She went, I know exactly who you are. Now, okay, you know who I am. Cool, got it. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, she gonna go set up the room, and then that's gonna be that. No. I mean, literally, my whole hoo-ha. Yeah, all in my whole hoo-ha. She was in the room.
Lady.
She was in the room with the doctor. Like, she had to, and then the procedure that I was getting done was just to assure that, I could be pregnant, right?
Yeah.
So I've never been pregnant or had any abortions or anything like that. So it was just to assure that I could be. As soon as the procedure actually went the way it was supposed to, and the doctor was like, okay, yeah, everything looks good. She was like, yay! I was like, oh my God. Because we're not related. I don't know you.
Facts.
You're already in my hoo-ha.
Exactly.
And now you're cheering.
Man.
We're related now. We are related. What do you want to be, cousins, sisters? Like, you want to be my auntie? Like,
You got to send the first gift. Though.
oh yeah, definitely,
For sure.
definitely. And that was just so weird to me. And then when I get ready to, put your clothes on, you getting ready to go out. So I'm getting ready to go out, and she was talking to somebody, and then I guess she had seen me, like, tried to catch me, kind of like she was waiting for me, and then she was just like, oh my God. She was like, yes, I'm so happy you and Martell are gonna have a baby. And I said, whoa.
on.
I said, I'm just trying to make sure I can have.
Sister
you know
girl.
what I'm saying? Like, she was like, I'm so excited for you all. I'm your biggest fan. Like, I watch you guys. Y'all are my favorite couple on the show. And in my mind, I'm like, she just seemed like my whole hoo-ha, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you were in... Yeah. So when I say it gets awkward, it gets very awkward.
Have you ever had like any regular like experience? Somebody might have recognized you, maybe want an autograph or just hey, take a picture with you. Nothing like weird. Have you ever had any of them experiences yet? Because I think you got to go through the awkward phase first. Every new chapter in your life, if it's something that's exposing you, you got to go through the awkward phase where people just got to stare at you or make it awkward before they let you know what they recognize you from. But have you just been oh my God, you're Kayla from Love After Lockup. Can I take a picture? And then that just be it? Mm-mm. You ever have one of those yet?
I'm waiting for it, though. I'm waiting. I say it on my YouTube channel, like, don't be weird to me. Like, you ain't got to be like I'm a human being, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, you can approach me regular, just like I would approach you regular,
I think people forget that because they just be so starstruck. Like you said, I just seen you on TV, like, oh my goodness. But it's like, bro, at the end of the day, I'm just like you.
Yeah, my family changed too. It's weird. Yeah.
No.
They changed. I was
No.
Do they text first? Can I call?
First, the one thing with my family is, like, if I'm not super close to you, you got to find my number. Yeah,
So-
you got to find it. Yeah.
For sure.
So once you get past that barrier, we might be able to talk.
Might be able to hear.
But they're more so like the Facebook DMs, you know, stuff like that. And I don't do Facebook DMs because married men be in my DMs.
See?
Yeah. So I do not do Facebook.
The fans? The show watchers?
But it's so funny. It literally happened to me when I was in college. So it was nothing new at all. And the deal breaker for me with Facebook Messenger was someone that I knew, their husband was in my DM. And that did it for me. Yeah.
Y'all both.
Hey. And go down in the DMs.
Not mine.
Go down in the DMs.
I don't see them.
Hell no.
Yeah, so you know you gotta have that app downloaded and all of that. Not me.
So that'd be the crazy thing. I be trying not to be on Facebook. So at first, I didn't download that app. But
Yeah.
like for some reason, when I tried to deactivate my Facebook one time, it made me download that app, and I was pissed.
But it be pestering you like when you don't. And it's like if I wanted to download, I would have downloaded it. I don't need you to help me.
And it got to that point where they was like, no, you can't use it unless you have Messenger. And I'm like, bro, y'all trash, bro. The struggles of trying to be private, man, trying to just live a normal life. Why can't I just be like y'all? Everybody.
But I feel like we are like them though, like just super regular. We are regular. It's just the other shit that happened to make us feel, you know what I'm saying, like we're not normal, you know. And I think that's why they approach us the way they do, especially like if he doing dances and, you know, dances and stuff is all popular and stuff. And I like him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to follow him and be on his page. And when I see him out, I might break a little move, you know what I mean? I might bust it down a little bit.
That be the funny
But
thing.
the part is at least you're going to know that I'm not one of those weirdos when I approach you. You know what I'm saying?
I had a whole family like bust a quick little move. Their kid watched me on YouTube.
You got to record those things.
It's just
it happens.
It happens so fast, and then it's like, oh damn, I missed it. I don't want to be like, do it again. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it's like it happened so fast one day. I wasn't making. I was just at the mall. Like it wasn't even. I wasn't at work or nothing. I was just at the mall, and dude walked up to me, and like he was staring at me first. But then I guess when his kid realized who I was, he was like, "Oh, it's Nemo, da da da." He was like, "Yeah, I thought that was you, bang, that's Nemo." And they got the, "Oh, you the." I'm like, wow.
But see, yours bring excitement though. Yours yours is a vibe that the world needs. You know what I mean?
It is, but it be so off guard sometimes. It doesn't happen to me all the time. I'm not finna sit here and just be like, every time I go out, you know what I mean? But when it happens and the randomness of it, it shocks me because why is your whole family doing a dance routine in front of me?
Because you doing something that you supposed to be doing.
Because you good at it, my boy. They really.
That shit be funny,
they
bro.
vibing with you.
It'd be funny to be like, I'd be like, bro, but after they really did my like mimicking me, then the daddy went to, I used to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, them throwback ones. Them
I'm like, bro,
he trying to teach you something now. He trying to teach you something.
It'd be funny. I do appreciate it because I haven't. It hasn't been anything weird, but it definitely just throw me off.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It'll just throw you off just because you don't be expecting it. You be just going about your little regular day and something like that happens.
Sure.
Kadeem, you would be, I don't know how you would react if someone just came, oh, I know you from the podcast. You're Kadeem.
I'm going to tell you exactly how you're going to respond.
What are you going to do?
Kadeem is going to look at them and go, yes, I am from my podcast. Thank you, my bud.
Wait, spot on though. Spot on.
Yeah, I think so.
That's exactly how it would be. If it's random like that, like if we walking in the mall, probably not if like he's eating. He probably gonna be mad if he eating. But if we walking in the mall, somebody walk up, he gonna be like, yes.
Oh yeah, I can see him. The hand movement and everything just there.
Y'all
like,
think so?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I might get a little disrespectful.
Oh,
I don't know,
please,
bro.
Please share.
I hear it all the time. Like I definitely used to hear this from females, of course. Like, you know, I didn't realize like I'm actually a nice person until I met you because you look so unapproachable. So it's like, I mean, initially I might be cool with it, but it's like you said, the randomness, I just might not be fucking with it. You really Like I said about that girl, you catch me on the right time, you just not gonna get a response, bro. Like
I feel like if somebody come up to you with like a quote where you was really talking shit, yeah, you'll get disrespectful. But if it's on some like, oh, you're Cozy from the podcast, yeah, you'll definitely be taken aback and be like, yeah, that's me. But if somebody be like, oh, you the penny thrower, bitch, get out my face.
yeah, facts. I guess it depends on your approach.
Yeah.
But I might laugh though. I might laugh. I don't know. I don't know because it hasn't happened to me, and I hope it really doesn't. I ain't gonna hold you.
It will because the podcast is growing.
It is.
Facts. That's one thing I will say. Like, I mean, this is year one, and it may not seem like a lot to everybody else, but we've grown faster than what we thought we would grow in this first year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Making waves.
It's been a lot that's happened so fast, and it's like in some instances we got to catch up to our business. Like,
yeah, and that's what I mean. Like when I say like how my life has been since I've been in Atlanta, it's just you can't plan it. Like you can, but then you got to be open to if it don't go that way.
It's really like the outline. And then the actions that you do just fill in the missing pieces. Like you can have the basics, but everything else, it just happens when it happens.
Yeah. But it always falls underneath something that you initially wanted to do or may have asked God for it sometime. And because it came after such a long time, it's just like, dang, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I didn't know I was going to be a YouTuber right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Exactly.
Or in a different light, because I wanted to be the YouTuber from dancing.
Yeah.
And then when I met him, it was like, fuck it, we're going to be a YouTuber by podcasting.
Yeah. But then now you can extend that and do it via dancing and you see what I'm saying? Like that's the same with braiding. You have a foundation that kind of like takes you into different aspects of your life. So it's super dope. I'll be looking for that YouTube channel with the dancing.
For sure.
I don't know. I mean, I guess y'all right. I'm trying to be an entrepreneur, so I am trying to expand my brand. I'm trying to do a whole lot of things. I just modeled for my homeboy's brand.
Yeah.
And I don't think I showed the pictures, but that's why I had got my hair done last time. It was an experience, and
it was real clean.
I had this screenshot.
I've seen it. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I did post it for sure.
Like
I posted it everywhere. I ain't gonna hold you. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Your boy was geeked about it, but I think one of the best things, I had a conversation with my boy Friday. Was that this past Friday? Last Friday, not this week. And he was telling me, he was like, yeah, bro, did you see the comment Buddy had posted about you? I was like, huh? He was like, Buddy, he was talking about my shoes, and he was like, boy, the whole fit was hard. He was like, he had the Romans on. Fire. And I was like, dang, the screenshot that one might get framed.
I told you, bro, you gotta pull them out some more,
you know what I'm saying? The exposure, it do be nice just a little bit, but it's like, again, it's my goal isn't to be famous.
Yeah,
at all, not in the slightest.
I think with us, it's gonna happen because we put our face out there. You know what I'm saying? If we was just really like regular podcasts, just straight audio, it probably would take a little while, but it'll probably come a lot faster because of our faces being out there.
And then, like I said, I'm expanding, I'm modeling, I'm out here doing, the whole whoop. So.
Motherfucker be out here.
But even in his little little videos and stuff like that, he be low key be trying to put on a little pose. He be trying to low key put on a little pose. I'll be like, okay, I see you low key, but I ain't gonna hype it. You know what I mean?
Please don't, because I'll get what I'm
when
saying.
He records like his stories, I feel like you put them pauses in there on purpose just to be like, you be like,
give it a second to marinate.
It's a beautiful day. Outside in the neighborhood.
I'm saying, you see me?
Like suave, like real smooth and suave. Like,
oh God.
I mean, like I said, gotta keep it cozy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just a beautiful day.
You gotta do it.
It's a beautiful day. Well.
So yeah, we at that part now. Like, you have anything that you wanna? What you want to talk to the people about today? What's going on? You have anything? You have any questions for us or whatnot?
I got questions for y'all. I'm not sure if I want to talk to the people just yet, but yeah. So for you guys, like as far as like just deciding that you want to do a podcast and everything that it comes with, like how has the process been for y'all when it comes down to the tools?
That part there, the tools, it gradually came but it like we was just talking about, it happened at the right moment.
Okay.
Because we was, oh my goodness,
Trial and error.
trial and error.
This is generation 2 right here. This is Gen 3.
Okay.
We had a different set of mics. Those was Gen 1, and I actually liked those mics, but
they was pretty dope, but we just couldn't do what we wanted to do with those mics.
so,
For the setup that we had, yes. Because at first we was recording on our laptops.
Okay.
We're like, I had to download an interface on the laptop and then put that interface on Audacity. So we're recording on 2 things at once. So we had to fix the levels here and fix the levels there, but then make sure we're not too close to the mic, too far from the mic, because both of them were picking up different sound waves. Then this is probably the best thing that could have ever happened for us.
Okay.
Cameras.
Yeah.
Because at first,
Phones.
1s and 2s.
See, I'm on a phone right now.
and the thing about it though, everybody had different storage levels.
I had the worst story.
KB, the first 3 episodes, we never could get a good pic, like a good angle on KB. Never.
So and it's crazy because before I went to Turkey, I used to be in the military. Before I went to Turkey, I probably only had like 1,000 something photos on my phone. My 1 year in Turkey, I took 1,000 photos. It was crazy. So it was just like I had to, like, after these couple mishaps, I was like trying to go back and delete stuff. I deleted like 200 something memes. Memes alone in my phone. Had to go on my laptop, move stuff, and do that. It was like, man, this is too much. I just don't have the storage space for this.
That's where I'm at. That when I got my phone, I wasn't expecting to be doing no doggone videos on my phone.
Sure.
Well, at least videos I want to do. But no, because it's like when I post on my channel, it's 15 minutes, it's 16 minutes, it's 30 minutes, just depending on what I'm posting. And then I have it in my phone and it's sitting there, So when I came in, my storage is not what I'm like, okay, if I hit 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then I will, and make that other investment, but not until then.
And see, the thing about KB though, like when I knew it was gonna work, because I came to him, I was like, bro, do you want to just make this an audio thing, bro? I don't want you to go through and delete, your pictures. My boy said no, get it done.
That's that dedication.
Because at the end of the day, I got a laptop, I got a hard drive. I can really, like I said, just transfer all of this stuff over. I have to know what I want to keep first, and I just have to go through it, and that's all it was. Because a lot of that stuff really could have been deleted or just never even taken. So
if you go to our YouTube and watch the very first Cozy Hour, that whole episode was not even supposed to be that episode. That was, how long is it? Like 28 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
That's 28 minutes of a 3 to 4 hour recording session. But phones, storage, nothing worked. And then the parts that we could have put in there, it got like corrupted somehow. Like you couldn't even upload the video. So it was like a lot of that stuff messed up. Like we really been doing this, learning as we go.
Yeah.
Our first 2 episodes, we was at Mecca's old spot.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that when it started?
We got there 11 o'clock. We went to do our whole little spiel before. We probably started recording at like 1 or 2. We wasn't getting done till like 11 at night.
Yeah, she would tell me because I'd be like, is Kadeem and them still over? And she'd be like, yeah, girl, they getting it figured out.
Yep. it was literally like
trial and
error. And then we went through a whole little spiel. Like we downsized. It was 3 of us, and now it's just me and him. So we had to go through that whole little ordeal for a little minute, and then it's not no like shade, but it just feels like it's better now that it's just us 2.
Yeah, but that goes back to like the smaller your circle is, the better.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
So any other tools? Because I'm trying to like really pick y'all brain on the technology end of things. Like for me, I don't have a podcast. I just have a YouTube, right? So what is it that you would say just from your experience with podcasts?
Well, just for you, and then versus podcast for you, since you're really more heavy on like blogging. Once you get like a camera, I would invest in like one of those. It's like a mini boom mic or whatever that you can put on top.
Is it
of
the fuzzy thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked at it because it was cute.
Yeah, you can put it on top of your camera. It's a microphone itself. I don't know how it hooks into the camera yet because we don't need to use it because we got like these mics.
Yeah.
But it picks up sound a whole lot better, and you'll sound clear. You can fix the audio to where it doesn't get a lot of background noise. It just gets your voice and whatnot. Aside from that, going into podcasting, this right here is the golden ticket.
What is it? It's like a switchboard. It looks like it.
It's a mobile interface. Like if you ever pay attention, you might see some with DJs or other podcasters. They got this big like board, and I mean it's good because you can hook up multiple mics. So if you got like a big group of friends that are starting a podcast, it's cool. Or if you're having a whole lot of guests, it's cool or whatnot. But for us, we got this little interface here. It's 4 mic slots in there, so we can have 4 people on there. We can hook up somebody. We can hook up a phone, so we can call somebody if they're not able to come on the episode, but they want to be on it. We can put the phone in there. They can call us, and it doesn't sound like a bad phone call. You'll still know you're on a call, but it won't sound bad. You can also talk to them on FaceTime, like stuff like that.
You can download audios like you heard it when we was like make it clap. You press the button, boom, we clapping. We can add other sounds and stuff in there. Like it's really a beautiful thing because before we was just on the phone with it.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And I mean, Amazon is your best friend.
Okay. Well, for my house it is, so I would assume.
Like everything, it took a minute, but it all happened all at the right time.
So what made y'all go with like hour plus?
That just depends on the conversation. Sure. So like that's something we know, like not to be rude or anything. Just trying to sit down and give something your full attention like that be hard because we got our own lives list. Stuff might just be going on, or you started out trying to do this, but then other stuff going on. So it's like it just depends on the episodes. We got a couple 30-minute episodes. Like I said, that first Cozy Hour is only 28 minutes, but we just try to do a little bit of everything for people because then we also have an hour episode that's 2 hours long.
Yeah, I've seen
and
that.
then an episode that's probably like an hour and 30 minutes. You got probably a few of them, but it's like it just depends on the conversation.
Okay, so it wasn't nothing y'all already was like, okay, all right, because we're a podcast, we got to at least be an hour, you know.
And I was just talking to him about it today. Like, I know a lot of people don't have an hour to give, but wherever you leave off at, it'll pick, especially on Spotify and Anchor, it'll pick back up. So like whenever you do go back to it, you don't got to worry about trying to find your spot. So it's cool, but it's too much of a process for me to just give you 30-minute episodes.
For sure.
But if that's what we initially wanted to do, then we can. But it's like I feel like for us, nah, bro, let's dive full in.
But we
gonna talk.
Like
we gonna talk.
We was really on some like let's start a timer for it to be like 45 minutes. But for one, with it being us 3 at the beginning, you got 3 different people that's giving their insight on something. It's gonna be way longer than 45 minutes. And if you try to keep it 45 minutes, just like the raw version 45 minutes, you're not gonna interest no one because nobody's getting your full thoughts on something. You're purposely trying to keep it short. Now we'll have sometimes where we sit and record an episode for 2.5 hours, but by the time I edit it, it'll be like a minute 30.
Definitely going down. Yeah.
So we started off like that, but after a while, it's like the topics that we started off with, because our right after our rebrand episode, we had a mental health episode. That was
Cricket.
No, the rebrand was Cricket.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
On God, it was.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Bro, I promise you. I promise you, the rebrand was Cricket, and then it was the mental health episode. But like the mental health episode, that was like a 2-hour episode.
Yeah, that's important though.
Because that's how that rocked.
Nobody watched it because it was too long.
Yeah, but
but see, I guess that's what I'm saying, because I get
rebrand is 4, Cricket was 5, mental health. I should have bet you when I was about to say it.
You're so good.
That's the self-care one. That wasn't the same mental health.
Rebrand was episode 4.
You're playing the episode 3.
Because it's not on Spotify. All right.
Go to YouTube.
I'm about to. You know I got to.
I'm going to pull it up now too. Because you got me.
Don't play with me. Look, you know I be listening. I be watching. Rebrand. Adulting. Cricket.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then buy another phone.
I can't do that. No, I'm just playing.
But yeah, that episode was pretty long. The one we did with Robert, we had one. It was bridging the gap between gay men and straight men in the black community.
Okay,
that was another topic that was just we talked like we didn't even dive straight into it. We got a lot of Robert's background because he does a lot.
Right.
So half
everything.
Half the episode was just talking about what he has his hands into.
Yeah.
And then we dove into it, and it still wasn't everything that we wanted to talk about because we just started realizing that we was.
That's funny because the biggest thing for me, I guess, just with YouTube is they was talking about the audience, and this is because I have friends that are YouTubers and pretty big deals. But I feel like they're bigger than I am. You know what I mean? Just because you've seen their process and they've grown over time and put the work in. But yeah, they like attention spans are crazy nowadays. Like that 10, 15 minutes. Like try to keep it. Like it was so many rules, the whole landscaping and all of that. So I was just wondering because if I watch a podcast, first of all, I'm not going to watch a podcast. I will listen.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
I will listen, and I typically do it when I'm in my car. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I want to get in. I want to get into like it, but I don't want to get into it and then come back to it. You know what I mean?
And see, that we do it for both sides for real. Like I mean, the video is just in my mind. Whenever I was telling them like we're gonna put video to it, it's to have something to post to Instagram.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
a reel.
It's stuff like that because we don't have to sit here because it was one episode that we did. We didn't record it. It was the questions episode. We didn't necessarily record the whole episode, but we recorded snippets of us answering certain questions.
Yeah.
That video was an audio video, and it's on YouTube, but on Instagram, it shows like we made a whole video. And that's not what the case is. Sometimes we just want to make little videos to put on Instagram for people to look at. Because on Instagram, it's the visual that people want to see. You know what I mean? We do it for people who just like getting on YouTube also. If people like getting on YouTube, not every time somebody want to turn on a podcast on YouTube and just let it play
out.
Audio.
Yeah.
Some people do want to sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
But that's why we post both audio and the video. Audio is on Spotify, but even now Spotify shows videos now.
Right, yeah.
So I mean it is what it is, but that's why I be telling people, a lot of people that can just push out them 30-minute podcasts, they have it super structured.
Yeah.
Ours is structured. We have questions, but we know it's going to be like those lengthy answers to something.
Yeah, because it's authentic. So y'all roll with, you know what I mean, like how the conversation is fitting, how it goes. So you can definitely respect that.
That's typically what I tell people, like when they be like, so what we going to talk about? I'm be like, bruh, to be honest, we may have a question initially, but the next questions are pretty much just based off your answer to that first question.
Right.
Like we just talk about what it is. Really.
That's how I try to present it to people too. They were like, "What are we talking about?" I'm like, "Well, we're gonna have questions, of course, but it's just the flow of the conversation.
Yeah,
we just try to have a natural flowing conversation. It's not an interview where I'm just asking you question after question after question after question.
Yeah.
It's a conversation.
Yeah,
because like the more than none when we have guests, it's an entrepreneur. If we don't have an entrepreneur that's a guest, that's probably when you get more into like the topic type things where people be like, oh, I want to get on and talk about relationships, or I want to get on and talk about this. I'm like, okay, cool. You ain't really got no business or nothing like that. We cool. We can talk about that. But typically, entrepreneurs come in, and then it was one actually Last Tech that we were supposed to have a topic for that episode, but we got so deep into her business because she's a Last Tech and a real estate agent. Like, how the hell do you balance that?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we really just got into that type of topic for the whole thing, and that's people like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's dope.
Entrepreneurs like, yeah, bro, you entrepreneur, like, yeah, they
out here getting
cool,
it.
They doing it. You know, we just talked to them about that for real.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happens.
That's dope. Y'all journey is interesting, for real. Like that's dope. I'd have been gave up. I ain't gonna hold you.
Episodes where it's just me and KB, whether it be cozy hour or not, them be the ones.
Yeah.
Them be the ones.
But the cozy hour episodes be more, inside scoop. So,
for sure.
If you're not watching them, it's fine. I ain't really talking about half the things I really want to talk about, at least based off of the initial plan. But it's like, it's an inside scoop. You missing out on some details that if you watch it, you'll understand. Because then we'll come back and we'll talk about it here, and they're like, oh, okay.
For sure.
What y'all talking about? Oh, you ain't watch Cozy Hours? Okay.
Nope. Because then even that, like, Cozy Hour evolved 3 different times quick. Because it really was he was like, you know, if I'm out bartending, you know what I'm saying, I might put a story up like this right there. And then it turned into, like, we was going to have it as a segment on the actual episode. Because I think it was the second episode where we was doing it. And KB opened it up and he was like, you know what, we're going to have a Cozy Hour. And he was telling us a story.
Yeah.
And now it's just a whole nother segment.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole other thing.
Cozy Hour.
Yeah. I think it got that way after the first one, though. After the very first Cozy Hour, I was like, yeah, I'm actually rocking
Yeah,
with
seeing the vision.
Attention, please.
No.
The library will remain open for another 30 minutes. If you're under the age of 13 and need to call for a ride, please do so at this time.
For sure.
Library computers will begin shutting down in 20 minutes.
For sure.
If you're over the age of 18, you're eligible to use the library's self-service hours,
For sure.
which are available until 10 p.m. this evening. Please see staff for more information about open access. Thank you.
Come on, bro. Well,
From where?
Is he? Yeah, because it.
We gonna get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
I'm scared.
It's not nothing bad. This is something for
Yeah,
us.
this is something
Yeah, I
else,
know,
man.
but y'all are.
But yeah,
It's serious over here, guys.
The business aspect of things, I be on it.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. Like we said this in the web, so I'm super professional with it. So it's like I try to maintain times, maintain schedule. I be doing a lot of the emailing and stuff, or just responding to people. So it's like not in a bad way, but when y'all be sending me messages, I always run it through him, and I just be like, man, what
For sure.
what is this?
For sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I be serious about the business too. I be saying this too. I don't play about the business. I'm gonna keep it professional, but like I'm legit.
You be on it, too.
Yeah, yeah. When he sent me the details and everything like that, I was like, okay, then could you see?
Yeah, he
see
be
you
on it.
working?
I'm the tech guy. That's
Yeah.
what I do. I edit. I make sure everything working. I make sure everything fixed. But KB is he's my accountant.
Yeah,
and
like
my,
the marketer and all of that.
That's
Yeah.
what goes on. With
Yeah,
it.
that make a team, make a good team.
For sure.
Yeah.
Still need an assistant. I'm throwing that out there for y'all. I still need an assistant.
GYFE assistant.
And make sure you're on time. If you're not punctual, please do not apply.
Please. Because KB will let you know about yourself. Real fast. Real bad. I'm not playing.
I ain't gonna hurt your feelings, but respectfully, don't do it again.
Well, I do want to say, like, something interesting did happen, like 3:00 this morning.
Ooh, what's that?
And I was like, oh my God, I don't know. Like, I still don't know, but I want to get you guys' opinion on it. Right? So, I don't know how much of the show you guys actually watch or the audience actually watch, but there's a, like one of my coworkers, you can say on there, her name is Indy. And Indy, you know, she had her situation on the show as well, but she had posted this little video, and it was the clip of Riri, right? And they was asking her like, how did you spend your maternity leave? Like, you know, what did you do? You know, whatever. I'm killing y'all my time. Sorry, maybe I need to back up a little bit. Okay. So then she's like, yeah, so I watched a lot of reality TV. And as she going in, she's like, love after lockup, I died. It like inside, like my insides literally died. And then it like came back to life. And so I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, so she had the baby such and such time. Like, was I even on the show at that time? Like, was she actually watching, you know, me and my relationship? And then I went back and did the calculations. I said, Rihanna fucking watched my crazy ass on fucking TV.
For sure.
All 10 episodes. That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy because I'm as a man, for one, you don't always want to get starstruck by people. But somebody like Rihanna,
Man.
not even just based off of because that may be a man's crush or whatnot. That's Rihanna, okay? Rihanna took, 5-6 years, maybe even longer, off of music and can just hop on a microphone for
And
10
became
seconds.
a billionaire.
You feel me?
Easy.
Like, you didn't even see her for real. people was photoshopping her pictures because she wasn't out taking pictures like that.
For real.
I ain't know that.
And then you mess
crazy.
around
For real.
and she hop on a microphone for maybe like 10 seconds, and it when she posted in 10 seconds, it got 1 million views, and she's a billionaire.
Even if it wasn't the direct, like I was watching you,
Yeah.
I know she know you now, 100%
That's
guaranteed. She didn't watch all 10 episodes.
I still can't even believe it. It's just like when other people were saying it to me, like, "Oh, you famous," or "Oh, you popular," or whatever the case may be. It's just like, okay, yeah, I hear y'all. But then when you have somebody like that,
on that
For
level.
Because think about it. You got to think about the circle that she's in for one. Like, you got Ye, you got Jay-Z, you got B, you got A$AP Rocky. Like, just think about when somebody like Rihanna say, "Yeah, I watched Love After Lockup." You gotta know during her pregnancy, A$AP is right there. So she's talking to him about an episode. You know what I'm saying?
Look at her.
You feel me? Like, and it's you know your name probably has came up in this situation, that situation. Your name has came up.
it's
A few
crazy.
times.
And I was thinking about it too. I'm like, okay, so if I see in my head, like I'm envisioning, is she, when she watching it, like how she doing? She got some chips or some candy. You know what I'm saying? Like, is she laying down? Is she in the bed? And then like when I come up and like she see everybody, like the whole cast, like, is she like, okay, I like them because they black?
For sure.
Because I do that.
For sure.
Yeah, I do that. I'll tune into what's relatable to me. So I'm like, dang.
And then just even like I said, expand it outside of A$AP. What if she talking to?
See, I ain't ready to
Beyonce?
expand it outside. I'm
What is
still
she
trying to.
What is she talking to be like? Girl, did you catch that episode? You know what I'm saying? Like regular conversation that we would have. Billionaires are having that same type of conversation.
It's crazy.
Off
And
your
about
show,
me. Like,
Exactly.
about, like, what have I done?
For sure. Like
But-
that's a big matter of fact, we're gonna clap it up for that. 'Cause that's big right there.
It's crazy, for
That's
sure.
big right there, man.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine in a million years, but definitely blessed.
I'm sorry.
What?
That was work stuff. I'll go back to that when I
You get so emotional. You got to stay in the moment.
Sometimes it don't even like I've definitely had to sit, and I think it was an episode I actually had to like edit myself out of the video because I seen the message and I'm like, and it's some business stuff
Yeah.
where it's like, bro, you really just ruined my whole vibe
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah, that's why I don't like having my phone out because I'm the type of person, I'm gonna respond to all my messages or at least read all of them. So it's just like I didn't need to see that right now.
Yeah, we're gonna check that out when we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's actually about that time. So just one more time, if you want them folks to come follow you or let them know where they can reach you at or find you. Not even reach.
I would just, yeah, definitely. Stop trying to have these folks. Stop trying to.
It's him.
Man,
Y'all
listen, y'all better go hit him up and come find him, okay?
Don't do that neither.
He'll teach y'all some dances. And
That's
stuff.
all I got for you. I got a little 1-2 step.
Yeah, with a fee, right? With a fee.
So yesterday's price is not
Okay,
today's
they
price.
changed the day. They don't went up.
Don't wait till next year. Ooh, it's gonna get dangerous.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I can get everything I can.
Oh, you locked in. You
Yeah,
locked
you locked
in.
in
You know what I'm saying?
already.
Like I said, I be out here stunting because of you. You know?
Oh, I appreciate that. But no, y'all can definitely follow me on YouTube and Instagram. It's the same. It's Authentic Kaylah. And Facebook too. Oh my God, Facebook as well. And yeah, that's it. Just keep up levelsinc.org where you can order your hair. I'll start offering services, and I am dropping a new product December. So I have a couple weeks where I'm dropping a new product.
Uh-oh, stay
And the way
tuned.
that I want to introduce it is just using it and doing it on myself as a vlog,
Sure.
just to give those details. And it really gets into it as far as like it has a little bit of my vlogging in it. Then it has how I take care of the hair, and then how I install the hair. And now if you like how this process went, then you can go ahead and buy the hair. So it's a different product though. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to come out with an additional product that assists. So it's a lot of going on over here. But just follow me.
And this is why I love the platform that we have, because our guests come on here and drop the little exclusive sneak peeks. You feel me? So guess where you heard it first? Right Chill on your favorite Partner Deal podcast.
GYFE
You feel me? Clap it up, make it
Definitely.
clap it. But yeah, man, look, y'all make sure y'all follow her, y'all follow us on the GYFE page. Make sure y'all subscribe to that YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all check this episode out when it drops. We'll keep y'all, afloat of when things is happening and when things is dropping. Make sure y'all grab them hats. Make sure y'all grab them hoodies.
Mine.
And we still got shirts available for y'all too.
Not this one though. This is a CEO thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all better tell them to drop them exclusives for y'all too. Stop playing with y'all.
It's crazy because my sister hit me up and she was like, "Can I be on your PR list?" And I was like, "What?" She was like, "The people y'all be sending exclusive stuff to, so they can, we'll get there." Okay.
It's funny. I just learned about that.
I didn't know what she was talking about.
It's so funny.
I'm just like, all right.
I just found this out right now.
That's a great idea. We will get there.
It really is. It's work, but it's a good idea.
We're just in year one. So like I said, this right here is exclusive though. I'm sorry.
Y'all gotta help us help y'all.
Yes.
We ain't gonna know if y'all not watching and giving us feedback.
Yes.
I mean, I did post a video recently. I think it was last week, and I was like, "Which one are y'all preferring more, audio or video?" Everybody was saying they rocking with the video, but we still gonna give y'all both.
Still gonna give y'all both. No. That's just in our job description at this point.
Yeah, but we'll definitely try to accommodate, give you a little bit more videos because we here for y'all. I say this all the time. Y'all are the family.
For sure.
The Feddy Chasers.
Feddy Chasers, y'all dig. Well, we love y'all. Y'all be safe.
Stay dangerous.
Always. And
stay solid too, because
very. Yeah.
It's a whole lot of going on out here.
Yeah, always be your authentic self.
Y'all heard that. I see that little gist.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah,
Definitely
thank y'all for having me. I had a
Yeah.
good time. I appreciate it.
Try to get the best experience that we can.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Peace. We out.